right, man, listen. And you are now tuned in to the Good Company radio show and talk show, hosted by All Access DJs, Nim the MC, powered by the Black Umbrella Company, live on mycityMymusic.com. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can not only see our show, but a great number of other shows that the Overtime Studio offers. And like I would always start by saying, like I always say, that if you're here, you're most definitely good company, man. And today on the show, we have the beautiful, talented singer, writer, and my dear friend, Fedra. And today we'll be talking about her book titled Shift with Intentions and her passage in the book, which is titled Days of Darkness. Now, you know it couldn't be good company without my peeps, without my relatives, my folks, Pasha P, Honey the Bunny, and Jordan the Major, my little nephews, man. So I'm not sure how you're riding to us right now, but if you're by phone, feel free to call in and give us your thoughts at 515-599-1687. One more time, that's 515-599-1678. So we're about to get into a few more songs, but when we return, we'll be spilling the tea with my homegirl Pasha P. And once again, you are tuned into Good Company Radio, Podcast, Talk Show. It's a lot of stuff we doing on this thing, man. Yeah. Shouts out to my man Justin, keeping definitely in the back and keeping this thing moving like he always do. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, my bad. You know that feeling when you just do shit on your own? You know what I mean? No, I don't see nobody here. Did this shit all on my own. Dancing like I'm Diddy. Fuck the world, bitch, I'm in my zone. I could give a fuck what another sucker hater on. Bitch, I'm doing me, let me be great. You a fake, a clone. Sucker, you ain't real, you ain't trill. Bitch, I'm known. You too insecure, so I'm sure you ain't rich or own. You must think I'm flexing on you. You must think I'm trying to stunt. That takes too much energy. Probably feel me trying to front when I can just do what I want. Matter of fact, I think I will. I just keep on turning up. You think that might get me killed? Maybe it's the thrill for me. Falling in the face of hate, and I don't see nobody here, cause I ain't even from the state. I be moving by myself, solo dolo in a party, turning up. I made it out, and I don't see nobody, cause I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody. I be moving by myself, solo dolo in a party, turning up. I made it out, and I don't see nobody, cause I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody. No, I ain't need nobody here. Make this clip, hey, fuck your life. Ain't nobody gave me shit. Fuck their help, I be alright. I would rather suffer, let a sucker, motherfucker ever say did a thing for the king. You a buster, I be squeezing when I'm walking by. Don't wanna touch you. Hold up, homie, you don't know me, cause we black don't make us brothers. Black lives matter, that's no jive. And I do this for the culture, living high and laying low. I'm getting rich and blowing doja. Still you think I'm flexing on you, still you think I'm trying to front. So I just keep on turning up, doing what the fuck I want. Wonder why this shit so fun. Balling in the face of hate, and I don't see nobody here, cause I ain't even from the state. I be moving by myself, solo dolo in a party, turning up. I made it out, and I don't see nobody, cause I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody. I be moving by myself, solo dolo in a party, turning up. I made it out, and I don't see nobody, cause I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody here. I ain't need nobody, no.
Wait, you on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name on it?
Okay, here we go, Jess.
Well,
Oh my God, ain't nothing pulling up. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Hold up.
Want to play it off your phone?
No, I can't. Hold up.
Yeah.
Nothing's. Oh man. Hey, Just. Do you got a Wi-Fi down here? Cause it's saying it's offline,
Yes,
but it's not
sir.
saying it was offline last time.
yes, sir.
Okay, hold up.
Papi
I don't know
Mondaño.
why it's saying
You
it's.
guys know any good jokes?
It's saying
Tell them some jokes.
it says offline, and I don't know why it's
I know a joke.
offline, and it's not
Got a
coming
ball.
down.
Yeah.
Go on your side.
Any joke?
Hold up. I'm trying to think right quick.
Yes, sir. Keep your phone.
Did you know that? When we shine forever. Praise God for the day that we born. Till then, I'ma give him my all. Got my shooters, just give him a call. When we shine forever. Praise God for the day that we born. Till then, I'ma give him my all. Got my shooters, just give him a call, yeah. Give him a call, give him a call, give him a call. Give him a call, give him a call,
Why the
give him a
joke?
call. Yeah. Tryna ice out like I live in the freeze. Sleep on money, you turn to a dream. Half gas, and we smoke the tea. She say she love me, see, no, don't believe it. You know I don't believe her. Say, Toast Pain can't talk about it. Fakes I can't hang around with. Solitary confinement. My heart, yeah, good luck finding. Don't try and fall in love. I'm better at a one night stand. I say, baby, is it real? She say, boy, just cop a feel. I'm like, yeah, ooh, yeah.
D-Mark got that heat.
When we shine forever. Praise God for the day that we ball. Till then, I'ma give him my all. Got my shooters, just give him a call. When we shine forever. Praise God for the day that we ball. Till then, I'ma give him my all. Got my shooters, just give him a call. Yeah. Give him a call, give him a call, give him a call.
Since you down here to do an interview, you need to come through.
Macrasto.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. You got it, baby.
I'm eating that wing.
You know you got it,
No. Hey, good evening, y'all. Y'all sipping tea with Pasha P.
Okay, let's go.
In the place to be. We gonna set it off. We talking about a little tea today. We gonna talk about escape. Y'all heard of escape?
Let's go. Let's go.
Escape is a group I grew up listening to. I love them. They used to sing Kick, Left Kick, and then Who Can I Run To? They have been fighting and feuding. They've been into it. And the sister Latasha has been solo. So it's Latasha and it's she's by herself with Tiny, Candy, and Tamika. They are called Escape 3.
Okay, so okay. Make me understand. So since the group was 4, right? They left a member out, so now this makes it
They
the
didn't
3.
leave her out.
like-
She left to go solo. She's singing gospel.
Okay, she's singing gospel.
But really, they had more problems than ever before that.
What makes people try to hustle the gospel lane? Like when they figure they like not making it in the lane, if they make it in, and then they jump on and then try to do gospel. And like they don't say
You know,
the word.
and it might,
Okay.
because
GD.
gospel
Stop
is
playing.
really on the rise of new singers and new sound. So she got a pretty nice song out, and they love it.
Okay.
But
Keep going.
she's been into it with her sister because of royalties and money.
Okay.
A couple of days ago, she got on the radio and apologized to her sister, the group, and her mother. And I guess because the show is putting their business out there, because they got a reality show that's really putting all this information out there. Because nobody knew all this was going on.
Okay.
And I just hope they get it together, because they was a great group together.
Okay.
You know, them being separate is silly. But my thing is, she doing gospel. Let her do it gospel. That might work.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm hoping they come to grips and that's better.
That's good. What's
But,
our next topic?
Our next topic is Cahokia Walmart.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody, well, we're from Cahokia, and Cahokia Walmart is closing down, and our people out in Cahokia are in an uproar. They're upset because now they're gonna have to go further to shop.
Okay.
Walmart is the biggest department store in the area, and it has everything.
Well,
You know, sometimes everything. And I feel bad because I was one of those people always complaining about them never having nothing. They get on my nerves, and now they gonna be closed, and now I'm gonna drive
and
further.
I think that's what people get. You always complaining about it ain't good enough, it ain't this, it ain't that, and then once you lose it. But I've talked to a lot of people because like I said, I used to be a person that worked at Walmart in Cahokia, and I can honestly say and see why it's shutting down. It was basically due to this. I feel like from my end, it was just basically poor management. Poor management. They used to always say that store would never make $1 million. And for it being in the community, you would think that
It probably made $1 million.
No. With the theft times all the losses, it just wasn't lucrative. It wasn't lucrative, and it wasn't what it was supposed to be. So, yeah.
But it's also a rumor that it might be a Super Walmart coming in Serbia. Rumor. I don't know for sure, but I'm saying rumor. That's what they want to happen.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it happens. And our next topic is we're gonna talk about Angel Reese.
Okay. Let's get there.
She's was named one of the final 4 of the most outstanding players at LSU.
Okay.
What happened? One of she was doing this in somebody's face. They called her monkey. They called her.
And these the same issues
Yeah.
talking to y'all about.
And they called her.
Crazy.
They said she had no class. But
Okay, I got a question. First off, this is early G Unit, right? This is early G Unit. And Tony Yayo from G Unit was one of the first people I ever saw do this. Right? As like you can't see. And then after they did it, then John Cena did it, right? Don't John Cena do the face? So you go from that to John Cena doing this, and nobody has problem with a wrestler doing it and talking his trash, but then as soon as she takes it to the court.
But see, they keep making it a black and white thing, and I just don't get it. Just because she's aggressive, and another woman that's in the same game was doing it back to her, but they call her competitive, and she was white. So they need to stop making stuff black and white. You know, why couldn't she just be aggressive? Why couldn't she just be competitive as well?
No, the question is, why did they like take a molehill and try to turn it into a mountain, because it's really nothing.
Exactly.
From the Icky Shuffle all the way down to the Heisman, all the way down to the just whatever. You should be able to let an athlete be able to express himself. If a comedian can express himself to the highest level of him being the best, if a rapper can go buy all the diamonds and the jewelry and express himself and battle rap another person, that's their form of battle rap. That's their form of being, I can't touch you. It ain't like I pushed you or shoved you, but anyway.
But what happened? Yeah, we talked too long, but what happened ever, Angel Reese said she's not changing her tactics. She gonna keep doing her, and that's how she's supposed to.
Because you got to, because that's what's gonna make you not, you know what I mean?
Ooh, I'm about to knock off.
I see.
So yeah, but like I was saying,
and our last topic is food. Our last topic, we're gonna make it about. I'm gonna discuss some things that people need to start doing, or this is something that I've done. I know it has changed my life dramatically. Clean eating and trying to eat healthy. And
like y'all not eating. You see how y'all eat them big old burgers?
they got hamburgers. I've been doing a lot of trying to research different vegan foods and healthy foods to just help me feel better. A lot of stuff that we're eating and buying in these stores are not good for you. Like a lot of the food are processed. It's a lot of processed food. And if you look on here on Facebook every day, they're talking about what not to buy, what not to eat, and a lot of stuff that you cannot pronounce, you shouldn't be eating.
True.
And it's a lot of stuff that they putting in the foods over here. And see, over in other countries, American food is not allowed in other countries. So I was just wanting to discuss clean eating and healthy eating. I was telling my husband I'm gonna do it all. I went and bought me a recipe book, and I've just been making vegetables and bacon and doing healthy stuff. I started this fad of carrots, baking carrots and smothering them and putting good seasoning on them and putting them in the oven and turn out excellent. And make a sauce with it. It's a snack, but it's a start.
Yeah, true.
Also, taking meat out. I know it's hard. People keep saying meat is hard or whatever, Next month, I plan on juicing. Okay, this was Pasha with the tea. Thank you guys for listening.
Going into a song, Just. Okay, let me figure out where I want to go with this.
Uncle Marcel, how you raise this down a little? How you raise this down a little?
Yeah. Mob shit, squad shit, go hard shit, go broad shit. Shorty asked me how I'm doing and I told her outstanding. But my pants still sagging from this goddamn can. And my shooter like to paint, get the picture or the can. And my gang still slide every time that I demand. Got my granny in the kitchen whipping blicky in the pants. I ain't settling for shit, that's why the labels can't stand. I had my youngest coming hunting like deer. Bam, if I ain't on your top 5 this year, can shorty like that Molly water, one drip, she out of pan. I probably lay back, let that little bitty eat it like a can. Hey, look, red alert, say he got the bag, let the gang know. Burn up on him with blickies, he's sweeter than a rainbow. Hot nigga, probably pop niggas, look my chain froze. Dirty boy, you running around here in the same code. We ain't got no respect, nigga, we gon' throw some. Pop niggas and killer witness in case you know some. Rooftop, I'ma take a shot and take your head off. For real dog, I'm probably the wrong nigga to set off. Nigga, you couldn't even measure the type of steam I'm finna let off. I used to handle the rock and I moved the ball like I was Chris Paul. If my youngest can't catch it, they probably knocking your bitch off. And my clique is full of steppers, they waiting for shit to kick off. If my youngest can't catch it, they probably knocking your bitch off. And my clique is full of steppers, they waiting for shit to kick off. Okay.
Marcel, you might, I need
Hey.
you.
Hey, you know the crazy part about it? We just put an L out. We about to roll another one. You already know how this shit go. I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. Said I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. Said I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. What you need, my nigga, I can make it happen. Cookie Monster, Benji Jackson, runs captain. They be talking, but them niggas just be flexing. Ain't no telling what they be putting in what they sell. Probably some Fendi. Grab the bag full of truffles in the duffel. I really got it off the grind. I had the hustle. You want gelato or gelato? Pick a gas pack. Cereal, milk, pound cake. I ran through all that. And we blowing on Obama, feeling presidential. Every week, new flavors added to the menu. Last week they wanted truffles, brought the truffle in. This week is Dior, now I'm up again. Fuck with it. I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. Said I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. With all kind of cookies. Said I'm in the trap, nigga, with all kind of runs. With all kind of runs. With all kind of runs.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck you, bitch. Get your bitch. Get the fuck on. Get
Get your broke ass on, bro. You're irritating my ears. I can hear it's blatant. You clearly begging. Can't you see that I'm bothered? If it wasn't for dollars, then we wouldn't be partners. But that's obvious, isn't it? Real nigga time is when a real nigga's giving his dividends to an appreciative man that could really get up off they ass and get it in. But somehow we in a mob, we in a gang, and not a 50 niggas, I'm running the whole thing with this little low change. And the chances I took, look, zook, I really posted coke on your book. Feeling like I'm pushing T, weed in the Lipton bags, looking like I'm pushing T. These niggas believe this shit is really sweet. Now it's either cook or not. When I dropped you in the grease, sheesh. Not you feeling like you meat singing, you can't stand the rain. I feel you, G, cause we don't fuck with broke niggas. No, we don't fuck with broke niggas. Ho, you come back with some dough, nigga. Cause we don't fuck with broke niggas. No, we don't fuck with broke niggas. No, we don't fuck with broke niggas. Ho, you come back with some dough, nigga. Cause we don't fuck with broke niggas. No.
Yo, when I'm broke, nigga, I don't fuck with myself. I might go and grab the guns from off of the shelf. By any means necessary, I will have your mama writing your obituary. For them pounds, I will run up on it, Dreddy. Faster than Mario and Dreddy. It sounds petty, but look, we don't fuck with broke niggas. Mountain full of coke for them sniff coke niggas. Look, when I was broke, niggas ain't called my phone. Now it's ringing off the hook, now they know that I'm my own. Kurt Digger and Nims, we all about the Benjamins. When you got the bag, you attract more women friends. Cranberry Benz, GLS 800, keep it 100. I will buy it if I want it. Fuck y'all laughing at, we look like the joke niggas. But y'all the jokes, cause we don't fuck with broke niggas.
We don't fuck with broke niggas. No, we don't fuck with broke niggas. Ho, you come back with some dough, nigga. Cause we don't fuck with broke niggas. No, we don't fuck with broke niggas. No, we don't fuck with broke niggas. Ho, you come back with some dough, nigga. Cause we don't fuck with broke niggas. No. Hey, yo, Digger. Tell them boys tell the story walk. And when he comes back, tell him I have some money in his pocket. What's wrong with him? Come around here broke. We don't rock like that, B. We don't rock like that. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you fine. Can you see me?
Yes, I do see you.
Okay. We are definitely.
It's a little bit cut off though. Like where your red hoodie is, I can see about here. Okay. And then with lovely Pasha, I can see up to your shoulder in the denim.
Okay.
So
okay.
And your chairs. So
okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so check this out, man. I'm gonna start off by saying I always call you Fedra because I don't want to get your last name wrong. Right?
Last name is Equis.
Equis. Oh my God. Okay, so Fedra Equis. And what is the origin of Equis, the name?
So Equis is a Hungarian name. My father is from an Equis line that was from the Ottoman Empire. So during the Ottoman Empire, they were proceeding into genocide and persecution of Hungarians, and so they fled into Serbia. Okay. And Novi Sad is where I was born. It's a province of Serbia. So they said, all refugees come there. So that's how my father's line came to there. So if you Google Equis, it is my line. All of those are my relatives in Switzerland, in Mexico, my dad and me here. So they're kind of all over.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
That is
okay.
Yeah, I'm not even first generation. I was born in Novi Sad, Serbia. I just came to America when I was 8 months old. So I still call myself a Chicagoan because I was raised as a Chicagoan.
So that's where I want to go. How did you end up in Chi-Town?
Oh, that's a whole other.
So how did you touch down?
I'll try and wrap that up really.
Okay, just give me a fast one.
So as you know, in order to, come to this country legally, you have to be vouched for by a relative in this country, which was my grandmother. So my grandmother vouched for my mother, my father, and myself.
Okay.
And so we migrated in 1986. We actually went before the war. My father is also very spiritual, and he had this inkling where everyone in Serbia is like, "Why are you leaving? The economy's great, politics are great.
Okay.
Why are you leaving?"
Okay.
And he felt something. So we actually were sent to be moved to Carbondale, Illinois, because when you vouch for someone legally into this country, they have to have a job and they have to have a place to live.
Okay.
So my grandmother provided that, and then I was diagnosed with childhood leukemia when I was 3.5 years old.
Okay.
So my mom had to learn how to drive, learning the English language, and getting her master's degree in fine arts.
Oh, wow.
And so this is where St. Louis comes in. She was driving me to get my chemotherapy at Children's St. Louis Memorial Hospital.
Damn.
And that is where I would listen to WNUA 95.5.
Okay.
And jazz came into my life.
Okay.
And then from there, my father got a good job. I was in remission of cancer when I was 5 years old. And then we moved to Chicago.
And so here I am one day, leaf blowing in front of the St. Louis Zoo, and someone happens to walk down the street fully operational, don't know the backstory, don't know anything, and I say, "Where did you come from?" And your only answer to me was, "Maybe I manifested." Right? And and then after this, you walked off, and I was like, "All right, that was cool. That was cool." And then you came back for a second time. And then I asked you the same thing a second time, and you says, "Well, maybe I manifested in here." We are manifesting different truths, right? We're manifesting different truths, and your truth is a definite different truth, because now not knowing the remission, not knowing going through the cancer, so your whole life has been a fight. Right? To me, your whole life has been a fight to not to prove yourself, but to become. Right? The fight is the fight to become. And my question is, at this point, what do you feel that you've became? Because we are always becoming.
Wait.
Okay, you're starting with the tough questions.
Yes.
Bruh, are you
Because see, from your history of me just knowing a Reiki master, a writer, a singer, oh my God, just many dynamics. So when I asked that question of what did you feel like you've become, because you're a lot of things, right? So in a totality of becoming, but what do you feel like you've become in this moment on your journey to becoming something that's even more dynamic, even more prosperous? But you, in this moment, you've prospered so much, right? And you've overcome so much. So what do you feel like you've just become in this moment? Like the whole, I've become Fedra. I've become this, you know what I mean? This sassy, this pepper, this, you know?
Well, let's start with my name. I think that would be very, very useful here.
Okay.
So Fedra, the original root of Fedra was Phaedra, which comes from Greek mythology, which means bright of light. My father was a sound engineer in Serbia, and he loved the group Tangerine Dream from 1970.
Okay.
Their best-selling album was Fedra.
Oh, wow.
So I would say that I have been to this moment uncovering, cultivating my light to see it for myself. as well as giving onto others. When we are children, especially if you've gone through trauma, you have such a purity of light, but you're really in no awareness of your own light.
True.
You know, you just give. You just say things, you don't even think about it. You hug your stranger and all of a sudden that's your friend. And then you get into a fight and then I'll never talk to you again. And then next day they're your best friend again.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
That's the childlike self that I lost for a period of time. And you do lose that as you get older, or you have harder and harder experiences, or you lie to yourself and you say, oh well, I'm an old man now, or I'm an old woman now, and now I have to put this part of you away. And that's not true. That's a complete illusion. And when you hide or press down your truth and your light,
okay,
it will come out. It will explode. I feel you really cannot distress your soul for very long. So I would say that in embracing my light, really coming into awareness of where I have come from.
Okay.
No matter my ancestors, my family members, myself, and think back to all of these teachers. Because no matter what I went through, every person taught me about myself. And I'm really cultivating that in the now, realizing that every relationship, every friendship, every teacher, every stranger down the road that will come into my reality, I see that there is a purpose to them.
True.
And if they do speak to me, they are teaching me and I am teaching them. At least I have the opportunity for that.
Okay. So, what you saying, you've, I guess, internalized your light. You know how to pour it out. At what part, because we kind of talked about it over the phone a little bit, and even in the book you touched on it a little bit when you when someone made you affirm that Jesus Christ was the Lord and Savior, and in that part,
yes,
do you believe that is this the, I'm looking for a transition, because you say you were already born light, you were born giver, you were born, and then you went, we all go into that darkness, that level of ourselves, to where we like, oh yeah, it feels good here for a moment, it feels good here for a moment, but yeah, somewhere on the other end of this tunnel, we know we have to come out of that. So was that the point of saying, all right, do you affirm this? Do you believe in this? Do you believe that at this moment you're being thrusted out of this dark and returning back to your original light? And
yes, I would say, because I want to reach all people, I would say that if you do believe in a higher power, God, universe, it is with you from moment of the conception of birth till your last breath. So I was very much in my ego to think that God had ever left me, that God had ever punished me, that God had ever turned or abandoned me. That was darkness. That is ego, that is fear talking into my shoulder, saying those things that were all complete lies. But it does happen to many people where we fall into a certain point, and yes, there were things that would come up to show me, like, hey, you can change, you can go this way. But sometimes you're surrounded by people, places, things that you don't see it until it has to be reached to you in only the way you would understand. And what I mean by that is Aaron Johnson is a very prolific bass player in Chicago. I was taking a songwriting class at Northeastern University. Studying music in college university was not for me.
Okay.
I was pushing through my ego because my mom would not accept anything less obviously we're Eastern European, we're perfectionists from birth. So she, wanted me to have a degree. It didn't resonate with me, but because I am a Taurus and I am a stubborn woman, I wanted to do right by me and my family. Like, okay, I'll get this degree. So I was suffering in there.
Yeah.
But and Aaron could see that I really wanted to get this voice out, Yeah. He knew I was going through something. And he just eloquently, simply just asked me once, like, have you ever really accepted Jesus? Do you know Jesus? And it was like me, like, scoffing. That's how I knew I was in trouble. I was just like, oh, really? Ugh, we're going to talk about Jesus, Ugh,
Yeah.
And I knew that wasn't me.
I feel that.
Because you already know that I'm a freaking miracle for being alive,
100.
first of all.
100.
So, for me to do that, I knew something was wrong with me. And that simple act, it is coming from someone in music who I admired, a music that is part of my inner passion, the way to express through sound and frequency, is telling me to go back to my roots as an Orthodox Christian and say to yourself, what of Jesus? Don't look at the idealism of Jesus. Don't look at the man of Jesus. Look at the teachings of loving and forgiveness. And when you accept that within your heart and you avow that in your sovereignty and using your free will, you open up that light that is entrapped by you.
True.
Nothing else on this earth. So that opened up to me in that moment, in that simplistic way of saying it out loud on the phone in my bed. It was like something tore open inside me because I had been suffering and in this denial and in this toxicity that I had found normal. And it wasn't. And when you find that, and again, everybody's journey is different. This was just the way that I saw it. It was this feeling of you were always here, and I was the one that pushed you away. I was the one in denial. And I went back into everything that I used to do: prayer, meditation, gratitude.
Yeah.
And then little by little, in that light, it led me to more tools into metaphysics and into other healers. And now I'm at the point where when I say that every person that is brought to me is from goodness and is from God, God leads me. I surrender to God and God leads me. And that is all I need to do.
True.
It's no more of this ego of I have to have it together. It has to be my way. I have to figure it out. No, you actually really don't.
True. And which takes us to one of my favorite mottos and quotes. It's simple, but it's hard, right? It's simple, but it's hard. And when
simple but not easy. Yeah.
It's simple, but it's not easy. And it's not easy because it's just how we just get distracted, right? And it's not easy in our distractions because that's all it is, I believe, right? And when I say distractions, love can be a distraction, right? Because you want to put your whole heart into it. You want to give it your all, but sometimes it's not the time, and it's definitely not but it's just the moment. And within all this confusion, that's what makes it hard. But it's simple because you already know in your gut feeling what it is, right? You already know what it is, but then all these complications make you say, no, it could be all no. We're making
When we sit in that comfort, it's very difficult. When I think back when I was dealing with this divorce and I was just drinking my life away.
Okay.
You don't want to stop drinking. You say that it's simple. Just stop drinking. It's not that simple.
True.
Because you go to hang out with friends and they're having a drink, so I should have a drink too.
Right.
I should celebrate, Celebrate what? And then you say, well, okay, but if you pull back even for a little time, no, not when you're an alcoholic. That's something that you have to do permanently. You have to make a choice. And it's a simple one, but then you have to let go of those drinks, let go of those places, let go of those people, because all of that environment is affecting you.
True.
And you have to face that. And that's what I mean, that it isn't, it's simple, but it's not easy, because people are so in their comfort zone that that's what works for them.
Yeah.
And it works for them because they're in that comfort. And a lot of people do not want to let go of that comfort, because that's quote unquote safety.
Yeah.
When all these grinders, entrepreneurs, hustlers, when they're telling you to get out of your comfort zone, it means to establish accountability, establish discipline, getting in your own face. Stop depending on other people to do it, and say, look, if you got to lose weight, lose weight. If you got to stop spending your money, pull back your money. You got to make that choice, because you're investing in you. That is a form of self-love. It's more on the left brain, because I'm talking about more, money, career, physical, but all of that attributes to your function.
True.
If we go back to, Jesus's teachings of the body is the temple.
Go ahead. I'm with
Then
you.
what? We should be thinking of, am I drinking good water? Am I drinking wholesome foods? Am I giving myself enough sleep? Are the people around me supporting me?
Exactly.
Loving me?
Yeah.
Encouraging me?
Yeah.
Or are they pulling me down in their suffering because they want someone around?
Yeah. Yeah. The misery loves company concept.
That's it.
Yes.
Man. So with all of that being said, what's our next move? What's our next move? Because it feels like we don't have it all figured out, but we have a cool understanding in which a direction that we can all move forward, right? Because we never have it all figured out, but we have enough to say, hey, I can put my best foot forward now. I can take that step out. I can take that leap on faith. So on that step out, on that leap on faith, what's new for Fedra this year?
There's a few things already. I'm transforming the physical body.
Okay, let's go.
I have a vision in mind of my merging of my physical and higher self.
Okay.
So that every time I look in the mirror, I know that I am beautiful from the work that I've done on me, in the physical and the spiritual. And it's not that I don't love when men tell me that I'm beautiful, but it's another thing when a woman is completely comfortable and embodying their skin.
Yeah.
I can almost cry, because it's very difficult for women, because we are very much distracted, and we just need to just shut everything out. Go sit on your patio or your yard or someplace that gives you peace, and in that stillness just really listen to your heartbeat and realize that we are creators.
Yeah.
And when we love, really embrace that love in ourselves, we project that love to everyone, and that's what we all need. But women are the catalyst of that, because we are the nurturers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The bearers of creation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And from there, I am moving into what I have put away for some time, which is my inner joys, which is writing.
Okay.
And music. And I am slowly studying sound healing for music as well. because I've always been tinkering on how do I blend the two? How do I blend music and healing to provide it to others and to share that with the world?
Okay.
This is with my voice, with the words that I write, and as well as, performing as a sound healer. So I just recently purchased my first singing bowl. So I will be on Facebook Live practicing so people can enjoy my practice.
Okay.
If you want to send me a little tip here and there, on a Cash App, I don't mind, but it's more of just practicing the instrument.
Okay.
And just doing more to fill my joy, whether that's reading, writing, stop being this like serious, responsible adult. Like I have to put it that way, just stop taking everything so seriously. Go to the beach, take a walk, if you gotta grab a coloring book, do that, like fill in whatever that, heart is releasing.
True.
I mean, the other day, just to connect it to St. Louis, the other day I was listening to Nelly.
Okay.
And I remember, it's getting hot in here, so hot, so take off all your clothes. I mean, I remember when that came out, I was in my room with my little hairbrush, looking in the mirror, just dancing, just bobbing to it, and like I'm one of the, back singers, And it's like, if that's what you have to do it.
Yeah.
That's what just gives you that light and that higher vibration when you're going into your joy. And I swear to this, if you out there listen and you try this, you're going to transform all of your energy and your aura. Because if you stay in negativity, you attract negativity. And this is from a person that had high anxiety. And now I'm coming from this point of, I'm going to walk outside and I'm going to do what I got to do.
Facts.
Really, there's no point in living such a short life in unhappiness. You have to cultivate your happiness.
True.
No one else can do it for you.
True. Okay. Well, what we finna do? Finna get ready to wrap this thing on up and get about this thing. Before we leave, please give them all the information you could possibly give them, where to find you, how to contact you, everything right quick.
Oh, sure. So I'm on Instagram. My full name, Fedra Equis. You can find me on Facebook as well. I'm also a part of another podcast, if you'd like to ever listen of all things about Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. Yes, I'm a big nerd. That's at WDWNT. And you can email me there at Fedra, Fedra at WDWNT.com, or Fedra Equis at Gmail if you want to contact me directly.
Okay. And thank you for having me. I thank you for coming through this thing, man. I have learned the last piece in which I needed to know, because there's a lot of other stuff. So the name and the history is what I was really banking on the interview for, because I was really trying to understand what was the origin of the last name. And now that I have that part, I feel like I have everything that I need to know.
Yes, I do want to thank also, her name is Jamie Zografos. She was the compiler, the publisher of Shift with Intention and Soar, Your Guide to Manifesting Your Best Life, which is on Amazon. It's a compilation of artists. I was one of those artists, and I wrote the chapter Days of Darkness. And it's really just a wonderful book for anyone that, is at a pivotal point in their life and they want to figure out a way to shift. There's so many stories in there, not just mine. I would say it's such a feel-good book to have. And, Nim, thank you so much. You are such a talented man as well as Pasha. It's a bit of pleasure to be on your show. I hope I could come in the future once again.
Always welcome. You're always good company. That's the point. You're always good company. Anytime, Fed. Any fucking time.
Thank you.
Okay. And just, we about this thing. Salute and peace.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And we
Bye.
all bopping. And
Bye.
thanks, I'm done. Just.
We done.
Okay.
All
right.
Why it's not showing me?
Hello.
Hello.
C33.